I'm gonna go backpacking.
Ginger Runner.
What's up everybody, Ethan Newberry here for another GingerRunner.com review. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. It's not a shoe or a running product, it's a backpacking outdoors product brought to you by Gregory. It's the Gregory Baltoro 65 backpacking backpack. This thing is awesome. I'm a big fan of the outdoors. I love hiking, trail running obviously, but I also enjoy camping and going on backpacking trips. In fact, I took my very first backpacking trip at the end of this last summer, and thank you to the Gregory Baltoro. Why am I caressing this? I don't know why. But thanks to the Baltoro 65, I was able to do it extremely efficiently and comfortably. This thing is awesome. Let's get on with the review. Things I like about the Baltoro 65. Storage. This thing has tons of storage. Pockets everywhere. The top pops off. It turns into a separate backpack. Zippers everywhere. Pockets and places for water bottles and really cool ways to attach water bottles. This thing has it all. I was able to fit a tent, sleeping bag, tons of clothes, camera equipment, everything in this backpack, and it all sat on my back extremely comfortably. I enjoyed how comfortable it was. The straps fit nicely over my shoulders. It takes a bit of adjustment to get used to it. You want to make sure that you're also sized to the backpack at the store to make sure that the belt straps are on there too. It's extremely comfortable. They really put a lot of work into the suspension system on the back. It's good. The build quality. This thing is made of some extremely durable fabric. I mean, I was throwing this thing around in the dirt and the snow, on rocks and rivers like it fell in water. It's extremely durable. And look, it still looks clean, which is awesome. I don't know how it manages to put up with all the pain and suffering, but it does. Another thing I like, and it's just a simple concept, is your ability to access everything from the outside without having to pop off the top. You have a one zipper that basically goes around the whole outside. You can access anything within. Makes it really easy to just throw it off your back, unzip it, and get something from inside of it without having to undo the top, open it up, and then reach down into it like old backpacks. Things have changed. Gregory nails it. But there are some things that I don't like. As always. One, the looks. Yeah, it's a backpack, so it's, not gonna look amazing, but there are backpacks out there that have this really cool aesthetic. It's just something that I pay attention to and all the products that I review. The color scheme is fairly muted, I don't mind it, but hey look, if I'm gonna be rocking a green backpack in the woods, I'm gonna get shot. A hunter is gonna think I'm a tree. I don't know why a hunter would be hunting a tree. I don't know, put some fluorescents on it. Another thing I don't like is that it's a little squeaky. I really don't know how else to put it. But the belt strap here that goes all the way around your waist tends to squeak. I don't know if it's the clasps or if it's the rubber that basically sits at the lower of your back, but it was just making noise. And after miles and miles of backpacking, that can get bothersome. And finally, the hydration could be easier to access. The pack does have a pouch for your hydration bladder to go in. I think I use like a 2 or 3 liter hydration pouch. But the problem is that it's inside, so if you pack your bag super tight, like I did, it's difficult to get a full bladder back in there. So let's say you empty your bladder on a hike and you need to refill it, to get that back in is a struggle. If it was an external pouch in between the frame and the backpack, then it's a whole different story, but at this point it's just kind of difficult to access. Okay, and finally, for the numbers, let's go through it. First of all, quality. I give this thing 4 out of 5. It's extremely high quality. The fabric that is used, the strappings, the seams, everything is extremely high quality. It's obvious that Gregory puts a lot of work and research into every pack that they make. Comfort, I give it 4 out of 5. Again, extremely comfortable backpack. I wish it didn't make so much noise, but it's strapped onto my chest and lower waist extremely well, sat right on my hips, and it was an extremely comfortable hike the entire time. Price, the Baltoro 65 comes in at around $200 to $220, so it puts it in the 3 out of 5 range for me. I feel like there are some backpacks that are a little bit more affordable, especially store branded backpacks. An example is REI. But when you get into quality that Gregory puts out, of course they're gonna charge a little bit more. So I would say it's worth it. But it's in that middle of the road for me, so 3 out of 5. And finally, looks. I always put looks at the end of all of my reviews. I already talked about it. I'm not a big fan of the way it looks. Like it's just a traditional backpack to me, and I'm more cutting edge. So I give it 3 out of 5. And they have the black version as well, black and red, 2 different other alternate colors. Overall points, 14 out of 20 on the Baltoro 65 from Gregory. It's a really great backpack. If you go on these adventures, like weekend adventures where you need to pack a sleeping bag and a tent, clothes, camera equipment, a mat, if you want to have a sleeping bag mat as well, This backpack did great for me. It's extremely efficient, it's lightweight, it's very comfortable, and did great. So I encourage you guys to check it out. Once again, my name is Ethan Newberry. Thank you so much for watching the GingerRunner.com review. Visit me at GingerRunner.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at TheGingerRunner and on Facebook, Facebook.com/TheGingerRunner. That's it. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I've got reviews coming out all the time. Train hard, race harder, party hardest. Peace.